Good morning, it's Monday morning and I'm starting to close up and pack up, getting ready to head back to Austria. But first, quick tidy up, bit of a hoover, get everything done. I've taken all the bed sheets off and everything to take them back so that everything will be nice and clean and tidy when we come back as a family in 2 weeks' time. So I'm going to get on with that, and then we're heading down towards the coast to go and get tested. While I'm waiting for the test results, we'll probably go out and do some shopping. Okay, well, I've got all my stuff packed. Just walking around the back of the house, you can see the ruin next door. Oops. It's going to have be looked at soon because all of that water's coming onto my roof. And I'm hoping that we'll hear something positive very soon about having the roof redone. It was done a long time ago, but not that long ago. It's not catastrophic, but I'll need to know if I'm going to fix some stuff up before this winter. And we need obviously gutters and things like that, because that's what's creating all of this moss down here. I can get my camera to go down a little bit. So yeah, well, there we go. It's another beautiful, beautiful day. Hop in the bus and head to the test centre. I'll be back in 2 weeks, but I'm missing it already. So every time I drive up or down this road, I think, what a terrible road, because it bounces and bangs about a lot. But every time the colours change. We were only here, 2 weeks ago, or I was only here 2 weeks ago with you. And it was a very different green and a different sunlight. Look at that pasture there. All flowers out. The bees will be having a party. But it's just so pretty. That's down there on the right now. I'll show you as we go over the bridge. This is what the locals call the beach. Come down here for a cool off. I have to go a little bit further for you to be able to see this. Down there in the river, it's icy cold, crystal clear. It is a great place to come and spend some time. Right, let's head down to Villafranca, to the lab, and get me tested. Okay, so that didn't quite go according to plan. I asked if I could get a quick test for COVID, and he said, yes, sure, I can make you an appointment for tomorrow. These things take 40 seconds. I've done about 100 of them in Innsbruck, and they're completely free, and you have to pay, but you can't have it done without an appointment. So that's surprising, but it's going to be very complicated, I think, then, for what they've planned with the green passport over summer, that all tourists will have to test themselves every 48 hours if you have to make appointments a couple of days before. Anyway, he sent me along to another lab, which is even further away, which is fine, but I'll just go there and see what happens then. Okay, I'm tested. It's negative. Stuck on the bridge, just about to get on the motorway and head back. Bit of focaccia from the shop, so I don't starve. It's almost 12 o'clock now, so this has taken forever. And 50 euros for a quick COVID test. I can see that it's going to stop a lot of people from testing. Okay, so now I'm finally on the road. It's almost midday. Well, it's 5 to 12. It was very complicated. It was a lot of I would know now if I have to do it again. Thankfully, my vaccine immunity in the EU will probably mean that 3 weeks after the first jab I'll get the green pass, and I won't have to be doing this to cross the borders anymore. In theory, you have to make an appointment, and you have to make the appointment many days before. at the second place. They were very nice, very friendly. I said, oh well, we'll sort something out. So I got tested. The chap got into a full-on box with, you know, the rubber gloves that you see out of The Simpsons when he's playing with his radioactive isotopes, and then stabbed both my nostrils. Whereas in Innsbruck it's done in 30 seconds and they only do one nostril. They ask you which one, but they do. I mean, they go in deep and they wait for 10 seconds. At any rate, this also cost me 50 euros. And it wasn't a tourist price because people kept calling up and she kept explaining it's 50 euros on the phone. And I do have a feeling that that's putting a lot of people off regular testing. In Innsbruck I get tested generally twice a week, but if I was paying 50 euros a shot and had to make proper appointments with sort of like a date and time rather than just popping in when I've got 5 minutes once I've dropped the boy off for kindergarten, I don't think I'd do it twice a week, to be honest with you. So that's my experience of that. I've got my bit of paper. I'm negative. I'm still negative. I mean, I'm vaccinated now as well, so I wasn't expecting anything else. I haven't really been hanging around anywhere where there was much of a risk. So back on the road. Weather's fabulous, and with a bit of luck, at about 5ish this afternoon, 4:30ish, depending on whether I have to stop or something, we'll be home. I've picked up a couple of bits and bobs. That amuses some of you when I say that, but a bit of food and some stuff. So I'll show you that once we get home, because that'll hopefully be dinner. Looks like it's going to be a pizza night again tonight. So as always, I'll just film little bits of the road if I see, you know, something that catches my eye or is pretty, and I'll come back in a couple of hours unless I think of something very exciting to say, which is probably quite unlikely today. I hope you can hear me behind my mask. I've just stopped for 5 minutes here in Mantova Outlet Village, which is just like a shopping mall, but it's open air, and it's sort of brands for the discounting. So I'm gonna have a quick wander around, see if I can find something for my other half, and then we'll be back on the road. So everybody got a little something. It's time to head home. So we're coming up to Verona, and if you look carefully over there, you see a couple of white clouds and some other white stuff, and those are in fact the Alps. And you can still see a little bit of snow on top of them because it's very, very windy today, and it's also very warm. So you can see it quite clearly there. That's helped with the visibility. Sometimes you can't see anything from here. Sometimes you can see a whole lot. In fact, if I can turn this a little bit, you can see over there there's a full-on mountain. So that means we're getting closer. That's the Dolomites, which are the Italian Southern Alps, which are famous for having pink stone. And we'll head up them, and we'll be in Innsbruck very soon. Okay, well we're back in, but it was very lucky that I did the test this time, because I was controlled. They wanted to see everything. We went through all the paperwork, and all the paperwork was in order, but a lot of people seem to have some sort of difficulty, or there was a piece of paper missing. But this is presumably the last time, because in 2 weeks' time, as of the 19th, Italy opens on the 15th, we open on the 19th for tourism, so there should be no more paperwork. We should be able just to drive through, so that'll be fine. But still, I do like playing by the rules, and that's very good, and I do get tested a lot, as I think most people in Austria do, but once I've given him the test and the basic paperwork, I think we can spare the rest of the discussion. I've got Innsbruck number plates on my car. It's pretty obvious where I live, and I've got all my ID documents. So I don't know how concerned they should be about where I've been in the last 48 hours and so on and so forth. Anyway, we're fine. I'm in. We're hopefully not going to blow any tyres today, and I should be home in a matter of minutes. Okay, well this time I did make it home safely. No flat tyres, no accidents, and it's not pizza night tonight. This is some of the stuff I brought back: some buffalo mozzarella balls, some prosciutto di Parma, sausages, focaccia. I got another local salami, Reggiana. It's a bit loud because there are cars driving past. We're not in Tuscany anymore. Some bruschetta paste with asparagus and mushroom, and with truffles, some white, some red, some barbaresco. Big bag of dough, so I will be making pizza probably tomorrow then. Some mozzarella. So basically just a delicious collection of things to eat, which is what I'm about to do. Okay, so that's it. Lots of driving, but the scenery is very nice, and it's nice to compare as time goes by. If you look in the top right hand corner, you can slow down when stuff's on time lapse, or sped up, so that you can make it normal speed if you want to watch it slower. Thank you very much for watching. Thanks for liking, thanks for subscribing. And I'll see you tomorrow with the Golf technical inspection. Bye bye for now, take care.